have a chance. Richarlison cuts it back. Oh, what a goal! First up! It's just the 5th minute.
Still Lewandowski. Still Doski. Finds Dembele, and Dembele scores an equaliser. What a pass from Lewandowski. He has been the best player. He has actually got 2 assists. One of Gavi's goal and now Dembele's goal.
And City wins! City won the match. Manchester City won the match.
Hello everybody, this is Brisbane05Blaster here and welcome back to another video of this channel. In this last episode, we've done Barcelona versus Hellas Verona and we're not going to talk about that match. That match was pure one-sided and Hellas Verona managed to scrape past through Barcelona, another La Liga team apart from Real Madrid that they've swept through in the quarterfinals. But as for Barcelona, I have nothing to say here. But speaking of Barcelona, they are actually going to be featured in today's match as they're going to be up against Sigma Olomouc in the 3rd place match. But yeah, Barcelona had a disgraceful semi-final match and one match that they should really forget because they had conceded 7 goals that match, especially that howler, that wonderful free kick from Ordo they've conceded. I don't know how, but still. But anyway guys, today's episode and today's match, they're going to be up against Sigma Olomouc and it's going to be taking place at Andrus Stadion, so can't wait to see how things go there. But anyway guys, without further ado, let's just get to the analysis to talk about the similarities and differences for these two sides. So yeah, stick around guys. Alright guys, we're here to see these two sides. As you can see right here, both these sides haven't played against each other, so this is going to be the first time we're going to be featuring them. And as you can see right here, the match facts, Sigma Olomouc have registered 4 shots, Barcelona 6 shots in target. They've only won 1 corner, the Czech Republic club, and of course consider booking. But Barcelona, of course, they got the job done over Sigma Olomouc. No surprise there. And of course, Rivaldo got the penalty goal. It was 0-0, and of course, Kovar got sent off in that game. But speaking of sent off, we need to check and see if they're all right. Like, are these, like, is it ready for both these sides to, one of the players are, fit or back? I mean, Rivaldo's obviously suspended since he got a red card against Hellas Verona, and that was costly. But anyway, guys, let's just get to the team management to see what kind of changes we need to make for these two sides. Alright, guys, we're here in the starting lineup as usual. So as you can see right here, Savio is there. So Vilcek was actually injured in that game. Now he's actually fit. Of course, he was injured in that quarterfinals game against Roma, but somehow he wasn't fit enough for the semifinals clash. But now in today's match, he is fit. And I'm pretty sure that it could be something of a spark for Sigma Olomouc. So, yep. Of course, the IGM 3-4-3 should work out well, I guess. And, yep, 3-4-3. It should work out well for Sigma Olomouc. No changes need to be made. I'm pretty sure, this has happened with other teams. And with the same formation, they managed to win. So, they've lost in the trial match. But in that formation, they used it to win. They used it to defy all odds and managed to win the match. And now let's go to Barcelona. Of course, as you can see right here, Rivaldo is suspended. So he's actually an AM. Because Gavinon and Kovac is there. Carlos Puyol. So he's actually in the reserves. I don't know why. He's chilling in the reserves. We're actually going to substitute him for Rivaldo, and probably one of those players can yeah, so Koku can play AM, I think. So yeah, I'm kind of confused for this one, but Christian Val, I think we're gonna put him here, and yeah, he'll probably be, yeah, Rivaldo is suspended, so he can't play. There's a big letdown. And we are going to be using one of our key players and one of Barcelona's key players. And that is Gavinon in for Christian Val. And he's been doing so well. So I wouldn't be surprising to see if he can actually perform well for this team. Of course, we need to check and see if the team management is saved. I've accidentally hit, and it is saved. All right. forward. IGM, of course, for a 3-4-3. I don't think that's going to work well. We're going to go with the 4-3-3 formation. Works out well. No wonder. And yup, now you can see why. Puyol should play a... Yeah, I think Puyol should play right back. Cocu should probably... Let's put Xavi in left mid. I'm not sure if Luis Enrique could do defending. So yeah, Cocu can probably be in the substitution. This is kind of a bit of a letdown here. We don't even have backup left backs. Or Anderson. Anderson can probably come in. So yeah. So Anderson can come in for... Cocu will be subbed in for as a replacement for Gavinon if he doesn't do well. And yeah, looks like that's it. So alright guys, we're doing the friendly game because of course the Barcelona Sigma Olomouc third place match. But anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Our next match, our next episode, we're going to be doing the preview and then we're going to do the grand final. But before that, we're going to see who is going to be the third place medalist, the bronze medalist for this tournament and season as well. But anyway guys, before we get to the match, let's just say our final speech. And there you have it, folks. I've already made some changes here for Barcelona. Of course, Rivaldo is suspended, so he can't be there in this third place match action. So Anderson is coming in as a super sub. He might actually be not super sub. Sorry about that. He's actually going to be replacing Rivaldo since his suspension was carried forward. And of course, he got that suspension in that Verona game. And Anderson is the replacement here for Rivaldo. And yeah, that's the only change we need to make for these two sides. And Gavinon, of course, he's there. He might probably be the impact player here for Barcelona. So, of course, we're getting him in. But anyway, guys, let's just see what this match has to deliver and offer for both of us. And, well, not both of us, but in a way, both of us, because me and you and the fans. So, in a way, yes. But yeah. But let's see how this match can deliver for all of us. But anyway, guys, we're going to see the match and we're going to see who is going to be the third place medalists. We're going to see and find out. But without further ado, let's get to the Sigma Olomouc versus Barcelona clash. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. And yep, let's get to Androv Stadion to see Sigma Olomouc taking on Barcelona. Alright guys, we're here to see the third place match and it's between Sigma Olomouc and Barcelona. I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to get snacks ready because this match is going to be good. Here we are guys. We're here at the Androv Stadion and that's in Czech Republic. And of course Sigma Olomouc takes on Barcelona there. So of course Rivaldo is suspended since he did get a red card against Hellas Verona for that bad tackle on Gilardino if I remember correctly. And that actually costed them very hugely. So is this going to be a bad start here for Barcelona? We don't know. But anyway, Barcelona's only hope here is at least to get the bronze medal. And are they actually going to do it? We don't know. Looks like Dani finds Xavi. And of course, Sigma Olomouc did actually get the kickoff ready. I forgot to remind you that. Because just in case if you didn't know about it, I have to tell you. But anyway, Enrique finds Xavi, who then tries to find the player. But Kovar makes a good interception. And now Anderson collects it. Of course, he's the replacement for Rivaldo. Of course, he's suspended. And this could be Rivaldo's final match for the tournament since Barcelona did get eliminated. But Barcelona are they're really in a rut right now. Of course, losing 7-2 against Hellas Verona in the semi-finals is something you should never do. I mean, this literally almost happened in that Brazil-Germany game. But luckily, Barcelona did score second goal. Imagine if they only scored the first goal in that game. That could have matched with the Brazil-Germany trauma. The 2014 World Cup semi-final. And that too happened in Barcelona's own home ground. So, Barcelona were this close to really match up the embarrassment with Brazil. So, luckily Barcelona avoided that and scored their second goal. But now can they actually get the third place bronze medal? We don't know. Looks like Bonano has made 3 saves. He's off to a great start. Made 3 vital saves here. Abelardo has it. He finds Gavinon. Barcelona coach is actually trying something different. This time they actually got Gavinon in. But Courtries actually intercepts this one. Enrique does get this one. He finds Kluivert. Kluivert shoots. And that's how he does. He never misses. When you're facing Patrick Kluivert, you never miss. Apart from that semi-final game, which he could have got that one. But that keeper made wonderful, hectic saves. But this time, Kluivert does get his goal. And Barcelona have the early lead over the Czech Republic side. So Barcelona's only hope and only farishta here, that's actually Hindi word by the way. But I'm pretty sure that means hope. Their only hope is actually, they have to get the bronze medal. At least. Maybe to reduce the embarrassment, even though the media has said that Barcelona are the favourites and they should go all the way. Now Barcelona are on the counter-attack. Enrique finds Kluivert, who is through. He could square the pass. He doesn't do it, which is kind of strange. And Bios makes a very good save. Zadral finds Savio, who finds Latal. Latal still has it, but Puyol makes a good tackle. And now it's Dani. Dani finds Enrique. Enrique, of course, shoots from distance. But of course, Bios makes a save. I didn't even have to look and tell if Bios could save it or not. Of course, he makes a save. This is at a very weird angle. So, of course, it's not going to go in. Xavi finds Overmars, and then he heads it to Dani. Then back to Overmars. And Overmars tried to shoot this one, but the keeper makes a very good save. That's Bios, by the way. And Barcelona's won a corner. And is it Gavinon that's taking the corner? It's Enrique, actually. But Courtries actually has it. Savio finds Latal. Latal to Hapal. Hapal finds Zadrahal. Zadrahal back to Hapal. Could Sigma Olomouc get their first goal? They do. And that to an equalizing goal, by the way. And Hapal, he's been an underrated footballer, by the way. He's actually scored goals at the right time. And that's what he does right now. He actually scored at a very difficult angle, by the way. Bonanno should have actually saved this one. But can Barcelona at least erase the embarrassment? They should not repeat the embarrassment that they had against Hellas Verona. Anyway, looks like Abelardo has it. He finds Enrique, who then back passes it to Serhi. Serhi finds Puyol. Puyol finds Enrique. Enrique crosses this one, but Urbanek makes a good interception. He finds Mucha. Mucha finds Vilcek. Vilcek crosses it, but luckily Barcelona defense was there to prevent it. But Hapal has it. He shoots. But Bonanno makes a very good save. All I can say is this is very intense here. This third place match is very intense. Hopefully Barcelona doesn't become like France. Because Sweden was the underdog team and they actually got the bronze medal over France in that match. And Barcelona might actually be the second team to actually cough up the medal, the bronze medal that they should have deserved. But anyway, Anderson has already made a good tackle as you already saw before. Puyol has it. He finds Enrique again. Latal, of course, gets it back. But Puyol makes a tackle, retrieves it. He actually passes it back to Abelardo, trying to be passive. Relying on their tiki-taka, which is not going to help. Savio does tackle him. Of course, he knows Barcelona pretty well. Ever since Savio played for Real Madrid. And of course, he wants to make sure that Barcelona still should, continue their suffering since Barcelona did get knocked out of the semis. And now Sigma Olomouc have already won their corner kick. Could this be their second goal? Or basically their chance to score the second goal? I don't think this is. Because Barcelona gets this one away. Xavi's through. He could find the pass. But he actually passed it to Gavinon instead. Who finds Kluivert easily. But Kushera makes a good block. And he finds Mucha. Mucha finds Vilcek. Vilcek passes it back. But Overmars retrieves it. He finds Gavinon. Gavinon finds Overmars. But Overmars makes a mistake as he finds Zadrahal. Still Zadrahal. Zadrahal finds Savio. Who finds Hapal. This could be a rot here for Barcelona. But luckily Bonanno makes a good save. This is already Sigma's third corner. But that could have been a big blow for Barcelona if Bonanno couldn't save this one. Can Barcelona defend this corner here? Mucha swores this in. Urbanek tried to shoot, but the Barcelona defense does enough. and the whistle blows for halftime as both these sides are locked. 1-1, the scoreline. But I can't believe it. But as you can see, Sigma Olomouc have 10 shots on target. Barcelona 7 shots on target. Sigma Olomouc has won 3, Barcelona has won 1 in terms of corner and set pieces. But it's just been so intense lately. But anyway, guys, we're going to come back for the second half. But anyway, let's just go to the studio again to see what kind of chances were there for these two sides. So don't go anywhere, guys. A second half will be coming up shortly, just after the analysis and the break. Wow, that was a pulsating third place match here, and I can't believe it. Both these sides are locked 1-1, and I don't know what to say. It's already half-time. Barcelona scored the opening goal. Sigma Olomouc scored the equalizing goal. Nothing much to say here, but Sigma Olomouc at their own home ground actually created a lot of chances, but Bonanno made a vital save at the end to prevent them from taking the lead for the first time. That means the Sigma Olomouc, of course, preventing them, the Czech Republic side, to take the lead for the first time. And of course, Bonanno, been a very good goalkeeper, but sometimes he's hot and cold, so anything can happen. He could fluff his lines there. He could maybe make a mistake, a rare mistake there, so we don't know. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Second half will be coming up shortly, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the action. So, second half will be coming up shortly, right after the break. Alright, guys, looks like second half has already commenced. And as you can see, Barcelona will be the one to kick off here. But we've already made some important changes here for both these sides. We're going to take a look. So as you can see, Zadral has actually gone off for Adelton, as he's a very good striker and an underrated striker, by the way. And Gavinon comes off for Cocu. And as you can see, Sigma Olomouc has already won possession. Savio tries to go for distance, but Bonanno makes a very good save. And this is very interesting here because both these sides are going stride for stride. Anderson finds Darnie. Darnie manages to dribble past the defender there. He finds Kluivert easily. He shoots, but the keeper makes a very good save. And now Barcelona has won their second corner of the match. And it's, of course, Enrique, I think. No, Cocu to actually take the corner. But Sigma Olomouc get this one away. Vilcek has it. He finds Mucha. Mucha finds Urbanik. Back to Mucha. Now Sigma Olomouc are on the counter-attack. He finds Adelton so easily. Abelardo makes a very good tackle, by the way, to deny Adelton from shooting from there. And now Barcelona are on the attack. Overmars has it. He shoots, but Bios makes a good save. Barcelona have been dominating this 8 minutes of action here. And 8 minutes of the second half, by the way. But still, anything can happen here. Darnie makes a mistake as Urbanik intercepts this one. Mucha finds Vilcek. Still Vilcek. Vilcek finds Urbanik. Urbanik finds Mucha. Still Mucha, but Anderson makes a good tackle. Xavi. Xavi finds Enrique. Enrique finds Xavi. It's Xavi. But Xavi's pass gets blocked. Enrique finds Darnie. It's actually Kluivert that did the header there. Darnie shoots, but the keeper makes a save. Darnie squares it to Overmars. Then to Xavi. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Oh my freaking God. How did Barcelona score there? We got to take a look at the replay. This is tiki-taka at its finest. Xavi's shot gets blocked. It didn't get blocked. It hit the crossbar there. But luckily, Darnie was there to support him and scored the goal that put Barcelona in front. Now, this has by far been the best goal Barcelona has ever scored. And that too to come from a tiki-taka perspective. I can't believe this. And now, Sigma Olomouc, they have to come back here. Looks like Barcelona will be getting the third place medal if they keep on adding the pressure on them or on Sigma Olomouc there. But I can't believe it. Sometimes tiki-taka can become a masterpiece here for Barcelona. But sometimes it can turn into a disaster. Probably giving them a counter-attack defending there. But anyway, looks like Cocu finds Overmars. Still Overmars. He gets tackled badly by Kovar. And he's sent off. I can't believe it. That was actually the same player who got sent off in the trial match. I don't know. But he actually gets sent off in the real match. And that means that Barcelona should win this match easily. Anderson is the one to take the free kick here. But is he actually going to go for it? No, he isn't. Dani has it. Dani actually crosses it. Urbanik is there to get this one away. But the header is still controlled by Barcelona. But Xavi has it. Vucek. Oh my god. But it's anyway, it's a free kick by the way. I don't know what happened there. Savio goes he goes with a power shot. But Barcelona gets this one. Enrique finds Kluivert. He shoots. But Bios makes a save. That's Kluivert's 7th goal by the way. Because Cosato's already scored 6 goals. And speaking of Cosato, I can't wait for him to pull off a madness against this inform and overperforming Sporting Lisbon in the grand final match, which will be coming up on Sunday mostly. So make sure to write that on your calendar, because I have a feeling that this grand final might be better than the El Clasico one. But looks like Bios makes a very good save here. 15 minutes already. Can Sigma Olomouc find a way to come back? Enrique does make a good tackle, but he makes a mistake. Cotrice finds Vucek. Still Vucek. Puyol makes a very good tackle. Puyol finds Koku. Still Koku. Koku finds Dani. Dani shoots from distance, but Bios makes a very good save. Puyol. Puyol to Kluivert. Kluivert to Xavi. Xavi finds Overmars. Overmars shoots, but Bios makes another save. Looks like Sigma Olomouc is still holding on. They're still giving up a good fight despite being a man down here. But let's see if they can build up the end product here. Let's see if their end product is, kind of worth it there. If they've made up the end product, which they have been kind of lacking. So Arlton has it. Finds Mucha. Mucha to Vucek. Vucek to Hapal. Hapal shoots. He's already scored a goal once. He's on the verge of scoring a brace, but Bonano makes a good save. And now Kluivert finds Koku. He can find Xavi, but he decides to find Kluivert. Kluivert goes for a long-range shot, and that's game done and dusted. Kluivert already scored a brace, and that's his 8th goal, by the way. He's kind of gutted that he couldn't lead his team to the grand final, but he has been so outstanding, performed very well, done so well, got 8 goals in the tournament, and that's all I can say here. Xavi finds Koku. Koku finds Dani. Dani finds Kluivert. That could be a hat-trick, and it's going to be a penalty here. Barcelona has already won the game. Nothing much to say here. Sigma Olomouc, they did fight, but ever since Kluivert's power shot goal was there, it was done and dusted. Anderson is actually going to be the one to take the penalty goal, and he, of course, slots this one easily. Of course, he's actually the substitute for Rivaldo, and since Rivaldo is normally the best penalty taker, Anderson's actually the one to take the penalty. And with that, Barcelona win the game over Sigma Olomouc. 4-1. And they are crowned the 3rd place medalists in Season 2 Brisbane05 Blaster World Club Cup. They're kind of gutted that they couldn't be the team that would be in the final, that could partake in the final, participate in the grand final. But they have done so well. 21 shots, 18 shots on target for them, to Sigma's 13 shots on target. Pure dominance for Barcelona. 16, almost 16 shots that they've created. And of course, Barcelona has conceded 1 foul. Sigma Olomouc have conceded 2 fouls. But let's take a look at the score summary. Kluivert scored the opening goal. Hapal scored the equalizing goal. Dani scored that weird and awkward goal there. We got to take a look at the replay, but I don't think that's going to match Auto's wonderful free kick goal, which is against them, by the way. Kluivert scoring the finishing goal, the dagger. Anderson scoring the penalty goal, and that's it. And then, of course, Kovar being sent off in the 66th minute. And that's all we got to say here. But anyway, guys, that was the match there. So, what's next? I mean, we have the grand final that is next, but I really cannot wait to see how things will be going. So, but anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And, yep, So basically, the next match is going to be the next episode is going to be the preview, and then after that, it's going to be Hellas Verona taking on Sporting Lisbon in the grand final, and then after that, it's going to be the post match summary, like the summary and the stats, and of course, probably if I have time, I can make the top 5, top 10 goals this tournament. We don't know, but anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. And we'll be back for what would be our final match for this tournament in our next episode. Goodbye. Hello guys, we're back, and just as we have seen, Barcelona, they've swept past Sigma Olomouc in the third place match, winning the game 4-1. 4-1 in what was a very good match at Andro Stadion. So of course, Barcelona scored the opening goal. Sigma did equalize this one. And Barcelona took lead. They took full control of the second half. Of course, they've dominated Sigma Olomouc in the second half. 7 shots for them in the first half, but in the second half, 14 shots for them. This is literally like double they've done to how they've done in the first half. But of course, you got to take a look at that replay and in Barcelona's second goal right there. That would be probably like a masterpiece from centuries. I don't know. Or maybe a few years back. We just don't know. But anyway, we're going to take a look at the highlights and see what kind of chances were there for these two sides. So, here it is. At the start of the match, Sigma Olomouc had the opportunity to take the lead. As Urbanic finds Hapal, who is through, he shoots, but Bonanno made a save, but it went straight into Hapal. Puyol made a wonderful tackle to deny Barcelona from conceding an early goal. Barcelona had a counter-attack. As Xavi had the ball, he shoots. Bios made a wonderful save, which kept the scoreline 0-0 with both sides yet to break the deadlock. Sigma Olomouc had the opportunity to score the first goal through a Barcelona error as Anderson gives the ball away to Zadrahal, who shoots from a difficult angle, but Bonanno makes a save which denies Sigma Olomouc from taking the early lead. Barcelona had the closest opportunity as Kluivert finds Dani, who is away. He shoots, but the keeper makes a save, denying Barcelona from scoring their first goal of the match. In the 14th minute, Barcelona eventually scored their first goal of the match as Overmars crosses to the player. Couturier made a good interception. However, Enrique gets the ball from a Couturier clearance. He finds Kluivert, makes it look so easy as he scores Barcelona's first goal of the match and his 7th goal of the tournament. Unlucky that Barcelona had a semi-final exit thanks to a huge embarrassing loss to Hellas Verona, but Kluivert's wonderful goal would really take your breath away, and with that, Barcelona have the early lead over the Czech Republic side. Sigma Olomouc really turned up there as Savio collects the ball. He shoots from a distance, but Bonanno made a save. However, Vilcek retrieves it, shoots. Bonanno made a double save, which kept the scoreline still at 1-0, favouring Barcelona. However, a Sigma Olomouc corner kick turned into a Barcelona counter-attack as Sergi finds Xavi, who finds Enrique, and who also finds Kluivert, who is completely through with 2 defenders behind him. He tried to shoot from a difficult angle, but Bios made a save, denying an embarrassment right there. Barcelona still applied a lot of pressure as Xavi finds the pass. It heads to Dani, who finds Overmars. He shoots, but Bios made a leaping save, denying Barcelona from scoring their second goal and potentially their insurance goal. The same scenario remains. However, this time Barcelona's corner kick turned into a Sigma Olomouc counter-attack as Enrique's wasteful cross finds Couturier, who finds Savio, finds Latal, finds Hapal, finding Zadral. A bit of tiki-taka there. Back to Hapal. He shoots, and it actually hit Bonanno's hand. A slight touch on the ball from Bonanno results in a Hapal goal, and most importantly, an equalizing goal for Sigma Olomouc. But we got to take a look at the replay there. Didn't show tiki-taka there, but of course, Hapal's wonderful shot. Bonanno had a slight touch to the ball. Unlucky he couldn't save this one there. But what a goal from Hapal there. He has been so good and so reliable for the team. And with that, the game is back with both these sides still yet to break the deadlock. Sigma Olomouc had the opportunity to score their second goal of the match as Vilcek tries to cross it. Puyol does get the interception. However, it went straight to a Sigma Olomouc who heads it, favors Hapal, shoots. Bonanno makes a save which denies their second goal. And most importantly, a very crucial one for Sigma Olomouc. Sigma Olomouc had the opportunity to score the goal at the stroke of halftime as Overmars made an error. Zadral retrieves the ball from an Overmars error as he tries to get through the goal line there. He finds Savio, who found Hapal, who is completely in the open. He shoots, but Bonanno made a vital save, which still kept the scoreline remaining at 1-1. But a very important corner kick here for Sigma Olomouc could really decide here. Mucha, the best corner kick taker here for Sigma Olomouc, tried to cross this one. He found Urbanek, but crazy defense line from Barcelona still kept the scoreline 1-1 as halftime whistle blows with both these sides still yet to break the deadlock. After Barcelona had a late scare from Sigma Olomouc at the stroke of halftime, it was their turn to attack as Dani finds Kluivert, who's through. He shoots, but Bjors made a vital save and he just had to save this one, which still kept the scoreline 1-1. Sigma Olomouc were this close to scoring the goal as Mucha finds Adelton, who becomes a clutch in some matches as he strides through the goal line, but Abelardo makes a wonderful tackle which relieves most of the Barcelona fans. This goal is a must-watch goal here as Enrique has the ball. He finds Kluivert, who heads it to Dani, who's actually through. He shoots. Bjors made a save, but Dani squares the pass to Overmars, who finds Xavi. Xavi tried to snipe a shot this one, but it hits the crossbar. However, Dani was there to save him there as Barcelona scored their scrappiest goal of the tournament. It was a simple tap-in from Dani, but we got to take a look at the replay, that too from a tiki-taka perspective. Xavi's shot hits into the crossbar. Dani was there to support him. But most importantly, Barcelona get the most vital goal and has an important lead over Sigma Olomouc. Sigma Olomouc fans would be shattered to see this as Kova tackles Overmars, but unluckily for him, that was a bad one as he receives a red card from the referee. Overmars was wincing in pain, so it was kind of understandable there. But Kova's match ended just in 3/4 of the match there. Sigma Olomouc managed to hold on ever since the red card. However, it was not out of the woods yet as Barcelona had another attack coming to them. Xavi crosses it to Overmars. He shoots, but Bjors makes on making save after save. He actually tried to hold on. He actually became super clutch in terms of goalkeeping here, which still kept the scoreline 2-1 favouring Barcelona. After holding on for too long, it was Sigma Olomouc's turn to attack. Adelton had the ball. He finds Mucha, who finds Vulcek. He finds Hapal, who's on the verge of scoring a brace. He shoots. Bonanno made a save, which denied a potential equalizing goal for the Czech Republic side. But however, it turned into a Barcelona counter-attack as Cocu finds Kluivert. He actually power shots this one. Bjors could not save this one, unfortunately, as Barcelona managed to extend their lead. But what a goal from Patrick Kluivert. He actually scored a brace there. As you can see, a wonderful shot, a power shot that too, to stun Bjors, as Barcelona have managed to score their insurance goal over Sigma Olomouc. Things started to get worse for Sigma Olomouc as Cocu finds Dani, who finds Kluivert, who's completely through. He gets tackled, but unfortunately it was a foul. Penalty was awarded to Barcelona as Sigma Olomouc's game was already done and dusted. But since Rivaldo was suspended for this game, Anderson was the one to take the penalty, and he did it with cool, collected mind there, sends the keeper the wrong way, scored his first goal of the tournament, and that's something that he could cherish to his teammates and fans out there for scoring his first goal. But you can take a look at the replay, sends the keeper the wrong way, bottom right that too, and with that, Barcelona are considered bronze medalists for this tournament as they beat Sigma Olomouc 4-1. Bonanno was the man of the match, but the full credit goes to the entire team, especially Kluivert, who scored a brace. And with that, Barcelona are third place medalists for this tournament. There you go. So as you can see, Sigma Olomouc were very unlucky, especially being a man down for the rest of the game. Well, not rest. One of the players got a red card for Sigma Olomouc in the 66th minute. So basically for the quarter of this match, for the remaining quarter of this game. So yeah. But unlucky for Sigma Olomouc, they actually went this far, only to be semi-finalists and then lose in the third place match to Barcelona, whom should have actually been in the finals if it wasn't for that huge semi-final defeat against Hellas Verona. But that is at least one bright spot Barcelona can take from this tournament, and that is winning the bronze match against Sigma Olomouc. They still have it. Sometimes they just have a malfunctionary performance, like in that semi-final game. So, anything can happen. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Next game is going to be the grand final of this tournament. But before that, we're going to be doing the preview. And then we're going to be doing the grand final. So, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe. This is Brisbane05Blaster here, signing off.